All right, Otaku Tour Guide here, and we're at ECCC. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to share with you the comics that I picked up today here at ECCC, um, and we'll go over the comic haul in just a minute, so stay tuned. All right, so we're back. We're back from Emerald City Comic Con 2021. Today was the last day, so it was yeah, a good conclusion to what looked to be, a pretty successful event. From what I saw today, a lot of people turned out, and it wasn't, crowded to the extent where you had to like, rub against people. You're able to keep distance, and everybody's masked up, and I just thought it was really well managed, and had a very good time. 5 out of 5 stars for my first Comic Con. I'm very just so happy right now, especially with the Jim Lee signatures. So, the Superman 204 and the Batman 608, the mirror image. You know that in the previous video, the kind of signature that I was hoping to get, not just his Jim Lee's signature on the book, but I was gonna, hopefully he could accommodate writing the Man of Steel, as well as the Dark Knight with the two chess logos. Um, yeah, go check out that picture, the visual. I'm gonna put the big books up on Instagram as well, so you can see the actual comics that got signed. But yeah, he was able to do that, and I was just so happy. And he's such a great guy. Um, Funny. I mean, at that panel, he was kind of doing like a stand-up routine as well as drawing and talking. It was quite um, just a great fan experience. I mean, I was a big fan of his work and just the legacy he's built so far, even prior to this event, and now that I've had a chance to even talk, got to talk to him today a little bit. He signed my books, and also, just sitting on his panel listening to him um, talk about, just recent projects like he helped promote a new Korean American character on Sesame Street. This is to help address racism. Um, that's kind of endemic in our history and society. Today, uh, relevant today as well. So it was great to just kind of hear him talk about that. And again, he's a funny guy, engaging. I could listen to him all day, and I'm just so happy to have had a chance to meet him. So today I'm just gonna go over the comics that we got. So we got a lot of comics, and to be honest, I'm yeah, I burned through my cash. I didn't spend all my cash. I did, and I didn't get to submit any books. We're going to talk about the CGC submission that was going on at Emerald City Comic Con. We'll talk about that situation, and yeah, we'll go over the books that I got. I got a lot of books. I was able to get a lot of the books off my list, but at the same time, there were some that I had access to. I just ran out of money at the end, so I didn't want to just. I could have bought that last book, Spider-Man 100, but um, the lady kind of was like wouldn't budge on the price. But anyway, I just decided not to get it. Just decided to come back home with some money for potential CGC submission later. But this is what I picked up. This is the signed print, Jim Lee signed print. You can see a signature right there in gold. And it's a great picture. It's a holiday sort of theme picture of Catwoman hanging upside down, about to kiss Batman. And then what's really funny is in the corner here, hanging on the Christmas tree, is the Joker with the Santa hat on. It's a great print. I had to buy a top loader for this, so that cost $10, which is a ripoff. But it helped protect this comic. This, I don't know why it's huge. It's like a 12 by 19 print, which is just enormous when you like compare it to the comic slab here. That's just huge. So I don't know if they're trying to sell these big top loaders or what the reason. I guess they're just trying to give out something like poster size for to remember the event by, but it posed some transportation risks until I got the top loader. So I had to buy that top loader for $10, which was a complete ripoff. But anyway, that and we'll get into some of the other things that weren't so well. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But let me first just jump into some of these books here. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we got a lot of books. I think my goal was to, spend. I gave myself quite a large budget. The goal was to spend $500. I took a little bit more with me, and I ended up spending about $550 total. There were some. I got some deals. I think I overpaid for some items, but if you kind of even it out, I think overall, I think I got things. I was satisfied with everything I got. So we're gonna just count the books that I got here, because I'm not entirely. So the goal was around 50 books. I think I just pretty much had to stop after I filled these two cases that I brought out, and then maxed out sort of the space in that folder. I was able to submit 3 books that I got signed by Jim Lee to CGC, and we'll get to that. Okay, so I counted the books, and we have exactly 50 books. So I spent $550, and mind you, I actually spent $500 on 50 books, so that's about $10 a book. I spent $45 on the CGC grading. So let me explain. Let me back up. So CGC, the Jim Lee signature event allowed for 3 CGC signatures. Now, the Emerald City Comic Con had a third-party consignor there who essentially what they do is they just facilitate the CGC submission. In other words, they take your books and submit them to CGC for you. And they were charging $15 a book to do that. So I had to pay $45 for 3 books. And really there's no benefit because I am paying all the fees to CGC. So pressing and grading and the shipping back. So it's just like I would have submitted it on my own. Except I wouldn't have paid the shipping for 3 books. But the shipping for 3 books is like minimal, right? It's going to be probably like $20 at most. And anyway, this consignor, there was no way around it. It was either that or not have CGC signature books. So anyway, yeah, paid $45 for that and then $10 for that top loader. So I spent $55 on just extraneous stuff, which is fine. The top loader is, keeps that print safe, so there's nothing I could do about that. And it wasn't like I knew the size of that print going in, so it's not like I could have bought it somewhere else cheaper and taken it with me. It was just one of those needs things. So I overpaid for the top loader, and I spent $45 again on that consignment fee. Now we'll have to see how smoothly, if there aren't any issues. If it ends up being like issues with that CGC submission, I'll really be upset. But if everything goes smooth, as long as I get my books back and they come back high grades, then I'll have nothing but good things to say. But if there are any issues, boy, man, $45 to pay someone to submit the books for you is not, I don't know, I think CGC should have had someone from the company handling this, but of course they can't be in a million places at once. So anyway, let's go over these books. This is a big book that I got. So this is probably, I don't want to say this is the biggest book that I got, because I think I have higher priced books than this, but this is definitely a cover, one of my favorite covers of all time. Now, I really wanted to get the Spider-Man 100, and as I said before, I just didn't have enough money at the end there to pull the trigger. So that's one regret. I wish I had saved just enough to get that Spider-Man 100, issue number 100. This lady had 3 copies. I think one of the copies, she would have probably brought down the price a little bit, maybe like 125. I could have talked her down to 125, but again, I just didn't have the money, and I didn't have the energy to try to negotiate something under 100. So we'll get that on another sort of. I'm just hoping it doesn't go up in value too much. But yeah, I got this one for roughly $50. Yeah, I got this one for $50. It's not high. I mean, it's high grade. High grade. It's a high grade copy, I would say, but there are flaws. So it's not a high grade copy. It's I would say it's like a 7, maybe a 7.0, but it presents well. So that's the thing. It presents really well. There's spine ticks. There's a few creases, corner creases here and there, but overall the cover is just beautiful. And that's a book. Again, I went in. I was, went in the con hoping to get, and we were able to get that. So this is the other one. It's so I got 88 and 89. This one there's a sort of a large crease right there. This one actually has Doc Ock on the cover. Again, just wonderful Romita art. It's really just classic Spider-Man. And it's against the continuation of 88, so I'm happy to have these in my collection. Now this is like a worse copy than that other issue, but still presents well. There's a couple of, there's like some wear there. I'm sure with the press this would, I don't know if that corner can get pressed. That's a big color breaking. But again, I got it for $50, which is kind of what I was expecting to pay. And again, this is not like it's going to be a low grade. It's definitely, even with that crease, I'd say it's like a 7.0 copy. With the press, I'm sure it'll present better. So these are definitely 2 books that I would get graded. They're not going to come back again high grade. I'm not expecting it, but having maybe 7.0, 7.5 grades of that would be very nice in a slab. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. As I go through the books, I'm just gonna put them over here so they don't fall and get damaged. So let's keep them on my bed here. Go. Make sure my other book's taken care of here. Yeah, so we got 2. Oof. That's not good. We don't want to get them wet. Put them right here. There we go. Alright, so 2 of 50. Here's another. So a lot of these X-Men books I got for like $2. Or between like under $2 and around $3. I think I ended up paying $2 for this one, and there are 2 copies in there, so I got 2 copies of X-Men number 2, and I'm pretty sure I paid, again, $2 to $3 for each. And this one's not. This one's actually, I think, a pretty beat up copy. It's got spine ticks. It's got a crease right there. And the one underneath, I'm sure, is, I think, higher grade. But we'll have to take a look at that grade. So we got 2 more books there. X-Men number 2. These were, again, all the Jim Lee stuff was just kind of overpriced. So if I could pick it up under $5, I got this one for under $2. The Liefeld Wolverine cover, Wolverine cable cover, great cover. This one, the grade's not actually that bad either, so, but it's definitely like kind of dingy in terms of needs a clean for sure and a press. The comic I have underneath here is the Gatefold X-Men. Someone just gave it to me because I was looking through X-Men, the X-Men pile, especially kind of pulling out X-Men number 1s. It's not a high grade copy. It's probably, somewhere between like a 8, maybe an 8.5 because there's spine ticks and stuff. But it's the Gatefold, and yeah, he just gifted it to me. So thank you to that person. I wish I'd gotten his name, and I was confused at first. He kind of gave me. I thought what happened was he had dug. This is what I thought. I thought he dug through the long boxes and just gave it to me because he knew I was searching for X-Men 1, so I kind of accepted it. And then the lady looks at me and says, "Wow, you're lucky." And there's like, he just gifted that to you. Oh, so that's when I realized, and he had left by then. So that's when I realized I got a free comic. And again, it's that X-Men number 1, the Gatefold cover, the one that spreads out of all 5 covers. So yeah, 2 great comics there. I got them 1 free. I got 1 for under $2. This one I paid $30 for. It's a new stand. So this is my second copy. This is a much nicer copy. It's got a little corner ding there, but other than that, there's crease there as well. That should press out. Other than that, it's got a really neat spine and presents really well. The colors are really vibrant and vivid. So yeah, glad to pick this up for $30. I think this will continue to go in value, and I finally got this one, the variant cover. This one I picked up for under $2, so very lucky to pick this up. I think there is maybe some. It looks like it got bent through the board. I'm just hoping that it didn't affect the comic. I think the board is just bent, not the comic. But I'm gonna want to take that out and put it in a new board here. So let me do that soon. Doesn't look too good right there. There seems to be. The book doesn't seem to have any other issues, but I'm glad I picked that. That was one I really wanted to pick up for cheap, and I got it again for under $2. So, this one I got, I think, for like half off. So I essentially paid $4 or $5 for this one. Now I got multiple copies of this. This is just one of 3 copies I got, but I'm happy to get that. I also got this one for half off as well. Paid $10 for this one, and it's a pretty clean copy. It could come back. I think it could be an ear mint. There are just some minor flaws with this one, but it'll probably look better with the press. I got a copy of the Magneto cover. This is a really clean copy, so this is an ear mint copy. I got this for, I believe, 50% off too. Yeah. Or maybe less. No, yeah, I got this one for 50% off toward the end there. So I think the ones with the I picked this one up also for $1. This was a dollar bin book. Nice cover. It's actually probably better than the copy that I have. This is also I couldn't believe I got this for $1. This is a number 7. I picked it up for $1. It's a really good. I mean, it's a. There are issues. It's not going to be like perfect, but I think it's a very fine, definitely in the very fine range. There's also another X-Men Gatefold #1 in here as well. I got one of them. I paid for one of them, and I got one free. I'm not sure which one this is. I'm gonna have to put them in another. But yeah, a lot of X-Men. I got a lot of X-Men. I got this for half off. Now, this is the thing. This comic was selling at other booths for really ridiculous amounts. Like they had price tags anywhere from like $100 to $80. I don't know what's causing that Jubilee to boom. I don't know if it's the animated series or what, but this was really, so I was able to get this for $22 essentially, and it's a really good copy too. I saw copies worse than this selling for like $60, $80 at the con. So fortunately this guy had it, he was able to give me 50% off this. So this is my second copy. My copy is definitely a better grade, but it was kind of surprising to see that comic shoot up in value. This is the other one I got. Yeah, this is a great cover. So this is Spider-Man 150, and there's 2 big spine ticks right there, another 2 right there in the staple. But other than that, it presents really well. It's a pretty clean book outside of those like staple creases. And so, great cover. Kingpin, Vulture, Sandman. This is a great cover. Yeah. It's a little faded, but again, I got this for so I'm going to show you what I got. Basically, let me consolidate them here. I got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, as well as this one. All the Amazing Heroes stuff, 50/50. All the green price tag stuff I got at one booth. And yeah, I think, let me see if there are more. Oh yeah, this one too. I got this one there too. No, I got this one. Where did I get this one? I didn't get it at that booth. Got this one. I think that's it. I think that all this other stuff is I got at the other. So yeah, let's go over so there's this guy's actually right in my neighborhood. Amazing Heroes is here in Kirkland, and I live in Redmond, so they're about 10 minutes away. And I will say this, he has a great comic collection. It's amazing. He's got all these nice slabs. He's got just really good condition books. But they're, again, he prices them high, and then he marks it down 50%. So you're actually just kind of paying for the fair market value of the book. Um, like I guess like case in point, for example. Okay, so that's a good. Actually, this is a good example here. Okay, so this is a $20 book, right? He has it priced at 40, but it's a really clean copy. I can see why he priced it at 40 because it presents. I mean, it's a near mint copy, but he prices it at 40 and he sells it for 20, which is fine. Which is fine. But anyway, if you kind of add all this stuff up here, what do I got here? He was selling all this for 50% off. So 180 plus 50 is what? What is that? 230, 270, 300, 350, 450, 470. Okay, he's selling it. All of this was totaled about 470. Actually, I don't think I got this at his shop. So this is 450, essentially 450. So half off is 250. Oh, sorry, 225. 225 for this. So I essentially what I did was I didn't add this. So I didn't. This is a book I didn't have in the pile initially. And so what is that? It was 450, right? So I had 400. I had this stack for 400, and again it was 200. And I asked him for a discount. I said, could you give me the stack for 150? He says, no, I can't give you the stack for 150. You'd have to buy something else to get it for 150. So I added this book, this $50 Spider-Man, again overpriced for the grade, but great cover, and I think this will continue to, especially with who knows how that Kingpin series will translate into the MCU, but a great villains cover. Again, I think I overpaid for this one. This is definitely $25, I think, fair for this, but I paid, so I added this, which made it, I got 150 plus, I paid 30 for this, so I got this entire stack for 180. Now, one thing I did overpay for was, for example, again, this book here, actually $20 is, I didn't overpay, I paid about what it is. This one, so this 301 copy, it's not, I definitely overpaid for this. This was way overpriced, 180. And it's got some rub issues. It's got spine ticks. It's not a clean copy. Not that there's foxing or anything, but you know what I mean. Like, I saw better copies selling for like 90 at the Comic-Con. But yeah, essentially I got it for $90. But then again, I got all these. He had all the comics that I wanted. So he had this 301, and he had this. So why I got the 301 is because he had this. I didn't see this comic at any other vendor except this guy's. And this is actually really, really clean copy. No I mean, there's like a little corner wear there and there, but for the age of this book, considering that's the only thing, really good, and it presents really well. So this was surprisingly underpriced. He had it at 50. This could easily have sold for 100. So yeah, when he offered $180 for this entire stack. And again, I got the Jim Lee signature book as well. I mean, this for $50 is a steal. Jim Lee signed X-Men 1. This is the variant cover where he doesn't have a claw coming out because it would have pierced Captain America, so they kept the claws retracted. Yeah, comes with a COA and very clean copy. I mean, there's like a spine tick there, but this is definitely not going anywhere. This is a book I wanted to get signed. I just didn't have a clean copy, and I also wanted to get other more priority books signed. But yeah, this is kind of like my fourth book, I guess, in the collection that I got signed. And it's his like old school signature. He has a different signature now where the J is a little bit more pronounced. So yeah, again, $180 for this stack. They're all, high mid to near mint grades, especially this one. I think this one could get an 8.5. Yeah, this is definitely an 8.5 copy. It's great. Neil Adams super. This I'm a big Superman. I nerd out on Superman covers, so all this stuff is stuff I wanted from the con. So again, this 301's a little overpriced, but I think I got good deals on this. So this is there's another comic. It wasn't on my list, but it definitely has been on my to get list. The Action Comics 500, and it's again a very good copy. Got it for $15, or lower than $15 essentially. Very pleased with that. So yeah, kudos to Amazing Heroes. He's just got great comics, and again, if he's selling them at the Comic-Con prices, they're actually very reasonable. Okay, so let's keep going. I picked up some of these. So I went to this one. He just had all these long boxes out. Most of the comics were just older comics. They're all sort of reader copies. There was a great Silver Age comic in there, but it was so beat up. It was a Superman Lois Lane comic, but it was so beat up. But it was $2. I was like, oh, should I get it? Because the cover, still looked good, but it was just had the edges torn off and stuff. So I didn't get it. But yeah, all the stuff in there was $2. So they basically, he said, you can get 12 for 20. I was able to get 13 down, talk him down to get 13 for 20. And so these are some of the comics I got. Anytime you get, again, I was born on August 13th, so anytime I get an August 13, issue 13 cover, I'm getting. I actually got a bunch today, so it's surprising how many August 13 covers there are. But I got this one, X-Force. This probably isn't worth anything, but I got it. Cool cover. And I got this, the finale, this Daredevil Fall from Grace finale. It's a pretty clean copy. So again, all these for under $2. This is one I got for 10. Great cover. Yeah, I got this for 10. It's a pretty good copy. I would get this graded. I'll probably come back. There's not much, there are like creases here and there, but with a clean and a press, I can see this getting like a 7, maybe a 7.5. Great cover though, when Superman, it's a red kryptonite. Great 15-cent cover, so Silver Age Superman. This one I got for 10. Yeah. This is one of the ones I got for 50% off. Yeah, great McFarlane cover. Sabretooth. Not one we had on our list, but I did want to just pick up whatever McFarlane Spider-Man, so technically it was on my list. So this is another one I got for $2, the Web of Spider-Man 11. And the one under it is, I believe, let's check it out here. Give me a second here. Yeah, so this is my point. A lot of great reader copy type Superman. And so this one, great cover with Mr. Mitzelplick. 335, 40-cent cover. Yeah, just kind of like a reader copy, but not such bad shape, considering the, this is like a Bronze Age book. Again, great cover. I'm glad I picked it up. Again, for $2, that's a steal in my opinion. So again, I got 12 books. This is they're kind of spread out throughout the haul. So this is another of the from that under $2. Very happy with those. Let me put it back in the bag here. Just give me a second. Yeah, I also got this one for among that the 13 comics I got for 20. So this is also under 2. Great, all Alex Ross cover. This wasn't bagged or boarded. It was kind of just sitting there in the box. But yeah, no real issues. I like from what I can tell, and just a great Alex Ross cover. So I had to pick that up for $2. Okay, so these again, the X-Men generally run. I paid anywhere from $2 to $5 for them. So I think I ended up paying $5 for this one. 3 or 5 for this one. This one's actually pretty clean. This is all the Jim Lee stuff. So I kind of went overboard on this. I probably didn't have to get 3 copies of this, but they had it, so I picked. Yeah. Oh, I remember what these were. So the ones with these stickers. So I think the Batman's in there too. I got them for actually 70% off that sticker price. So let me just verify here. That Batman 4.0, yeah, I remember now. So I actually got, this place was full of bargains, so I just pulled as much stuff as I could get. All the stuff with these price tags here, 70% off. So I actually got this like under $10. Was that $270? $270, right? I got two more. Sorry. Yeah, two copies are in there. So I got 3 copies of this total. So there's 2 copies there plus 1. So 3 copies of this for $270. $270. $270. $270. $270. $270. $270. All that for $270. This one I picked up for $9. This also for $10. 10 or 15, I can't remember. I don't think I got this for 50 off. I think I got for like, yeah, I did get 50 off this. 2 copies of that. $270. I picked this up for $2. So I got another copy under this, or there's 2 copies of 258 under there. I got 3 copies of this 258. Great cover. They're all probably, I think the one under here is the best grade, the one under. This one's not particularly great grade. It's just kind of faded, so that's the only issue. I think I paid $7 for this one. Yeah. So these orange stickers. I got the super. I got it from the guy who I sold the Spider-Man stack. We'll go through that stack, but I got, yeah, essentially I got the books for 50% off. So a little, actually, I wanted 50% off, but he quoted higher, so it was a little higher than 50%. So somewhere like around $8 and $6 for these two copies. And that's the thing. You can sometimes like this is 14, but I think this $12 copy is actually the better grade. You gotta kind of watch because they have price stuff price, but it's not always. I got this for under $2. This is probably the buy of the con. First Agatha Harkness. This is again a spec book. I think it's climbing, so to find this in a essentially with like a dollar bin, right? And it's a pretty okay copy. You know, I would say it's a very fine copy, very fine minus. This one I got for I think $5. The first Silvestri cover, and then finally, again I got this because it's August 13th, the 13th issue in August. That's my birthday. I got two copies of it, both from the same, you know, that the 13 for 20. So I got it for under $2. Both copies for under $2, as well as this Fantastic Four number 5, the Jim Lee Doctor Doom cover. Great cover. Instantly becomes like one of my favorite Jim Lee books in my collection. Again, under $2. So that's my haul. $10 per book, essentially what I paid for these. So there's some big ones in there, and so yeah. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll go over, you know, I have a lot of content here. We're probably going to go kind of look at grades and stuff and kind of you know, go over the books in more detail. But I just wanted to put this out there, let you know how the con was. The con was amazing. I'm really happy with all the books I got, so I don't feel like I got ripped off on any of them. Obviously, the 301 could have gotten a better copy. It was priced high, but considering I got the Action Comics 419 for so cheap, it's a trade-off. So I got a bunch of books from that guy, so it's a trade-off. And you know, the 301 is gonna probably I think its value is out around over 100. So getting it up for under like $90 is reasonable, even if it's not the highest grade. It's definitely like a very fine copy, but either way I'm happy. So yeah, thanks for watching, and look out for more content because there's going to be a bunch of ECC content going out. Check out my Jim Lee panel video that I posted, and look out on my Instagram. I'm going to put photos of me engaging with Jim Lee, and maybe a video of him signing my books as well when I get around to it. Thanks.